It's tournament time, and the top teams have fought their way here from all over the country. But for many of the smartest young people in America, this is the ultimate confrontation.
This is like Top Gun for dorks.
Ready?
This is the National Collegiate Debate Championship.
That control, which is evaluation of conflicts.
They need to use basketball, use this opportunity to be at the University of Illinois.
You want to come down to Champaign, 132 miles from Chicago, we down here.
I want you over there. Screen, Sean, screen.
You got the alley, Luther, the alley.
Be better. Play hard. Play hard every day. It doesn't matter what drill it is.
The real things that weigh on people, they're the things they won't look at. I'm a psychiatrist. I've done this work over 15 years. I'm fully committed to holding people's hands while we explore their past. Thank you. Thanks. Recently, we are at a show with young mothers whose tempers were spiraling completely out of control. What these mothers were describing is something I call the anger illness. Take a look.
Dear Dr. Key, my 3-year-old son is afraid of me. My anger gets out of control. Please help me. My anger comes on really quickly, and anything can set it off.
Okay, please welcome Abby and her mother, Linda, to the show.
I'm Shay, and this is the Big Lead Sports Pro Football Report, brought to you by the all-new 2011 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. As good as New England has been all season, that's how lucky the Jets have been. Rex Ryan's team has been squeaking out wins week after week.
He's the greatest coach in the history of basketball. I don't think there's anyone in second place. They only created one, John Robert Wooden, and it's tough to be like him.
Is there any man ever in coaching annals who has meant more to so many people, big and small, players and non-players, members of the community and beyond, than John Wooden? The answer is no, a resounding no.
Coach Wooden is the single most important, influential, and inspirational person in my life outside of my mom and dad. There's not a day in my life that goes by that I don't use all of the lessons from John Wooden.
Women in Prison Week continues now with the toughest sheriff in America.
Please join us for a special edition tonight of Inside Cell Block F.
Back then, I didn't think beating up was enough for her, and I blew her brains out.
I'm in here for child support, criminal domestic violence, lynching charge, and a drug charge, crack cocaine.
What was that last one?
Lynching.
Lynching?
Lynching.
If you need help, you need to get it, but this is not the place to get it because you do not get help in jail.
Tell me a little bit about, how you got caught up in this particular night when this happened.
I was with him because we got kicked out. And then the reason why I got in the car is because he turned to me and said some words, and they were, "Bitch, get your mother ass in the car before I beat the hell out of you."
Right. So you were scared of this guy?
Yes.
What do you think about his sentencing? What kind of sentence do you think he should receive for this crime?
Well, I've heard through a friend on the outside that he's looking probably to 10 to 15, and I think he probably should get more than that.
Leslie, I understand you've got one more thing you want to talk to Krista about?
Yes, sir, I do. Krista, even though we've been through a lot in the last 3 years, I'd like to know when I get out, however much time I do get, I would like another chance and maybe that you'll marry me. And I ask that and tell you that I love you, and you mean more to me than anything. You've given me my only son I've ever had, and I love him with all my life.
All right, Krista, what's your response to that?
I have to say that I do still love you, Les. And a lot of things have happened between us. And you've made a lot of promises, but you've also broke them. I don't know if I could trust you again. If I could, the answer would be yes.
East Village, Lower East Side, it's alive. It's a great place to play. I actually live about 4 blocks up. I come here all the time. This is where I play. It's my backyard, basically. You got to take it seriously. There's games going on all the time, so you can jump into any of those. My dream basketball court. It's got to have a pool, whole way around it. Jump out of bounds, throw the ball back in, you know, dive into the pool at the end. I mean, it's New York. You can do anything here.
In honor of Pat Tillman and all the servicemen and women defending our freedoms across the globe, CSTV is proud to present From Ball Fields to Battlefields, with a special postscript from Senator John McCain.
Travel the picturesque roads of Southwest Virginia, and you will come across a hidden national treasure. Nestled away in relative obscurity is Emory and Henry College, home of one of the most successful Division III basketball programs in the country. For the past 2 decades, the school's head coach has been Bob Johnson, a man whose values were shaped by his tour of duty in Vietnam.
I do feel it was a defining time for me. Never ever in my life have I or will I feel so alive, juiced. What I was doing was significant.
He has an inner strength that I think came from that war experience, and he never resented it. He came back with a resolve to be the very best. I think the basketball experience has been shaped by the war experience.